Your epic journey for the ultimate IEM may be at an end. Meet the Odyssey. Please take a moment to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our awesome audiophile content, including news, how-tos, buying guides, and more. Astell&Kern, who is very well known for their portable digital audio players, has done several IEM collaborations over the years with JH Audio, Beyerdynamic, and Campfire Audio. Now, they've teamed up with Empire Ears for the Odyssey IEM. Now, I've reviewed and enjoyed several IEMs from Empire Ears, most recently the Legend Evo, which is their first IEM to incorporate bone conduction technology. They've adopted that for the Odyssey, but the Odyssey goes beyond any other Empire Ears or AK IEM in that it is a quad-brid design, meaning it uses 4 different driver types. I'll talk about that in just a minute, but first, let's take a closer look at the Odyssey. So as you can see, the Odyssey looks a lot like the Empire Ears Odin with its jewel-toned faceplates, except with more yellow and red versus purple and green. The right faceplate has the gold Empire Ears wingspan logo, while the left has an A for Astell&Kern. Each shell has tri-ports for venting. That's because of the nature of the bone conduction driver's extreme output. The enclosure's air volume and vent design were especially crucial for proper tuning. The shells are black acrylic, and the Odyssey comes with an Effect Audio Aries 2 copper cable and a selection of Final E audio tips. So about those drivers, there are 10 of them. 5 are balanced armature drivers that cover the mid-range frequencies. 2 are Empire's proprietary Weapon 9 Plus subwoofers for the bass and sub-bass. 2 are electrostatic tweeters for the highs and ultra highs. And Empire Ears uses a new version of their EVEC technology here, as electrostatic drivers don't always play nice with other types. They've got incredible range and resolution, but electrostatic drivers are notoriously hard to control and often overpower other drivers. The all-new EVEC Mark II engine was developed specifically for the Odyssey to ensure optimal timing, phasing, and control between the electrostatic and the bone conduction drivers. So yes, there is a full-range W10 bone conduction driver in the Odyssey. The inclusion of the bone conduction driver means that the Odyssey, like the Legend Evo, has dual conduction architecture, both air conduction and bone conduction. Let me give you the condensed explanation. With air conduction, sound is collected by the outer ear and directed along the ear canal into the eardrum, vibrating the bones of hearing, or the ossicles, in the middle ear to stimulate the hair cells inside of the cochlea in the inner ear. This stimulation creates electrical nerve impulses, which are then carried to the brain by the auditory nerve to be converted into sound. Now, with bone conduction, it completely bypasses the outer and middle ear components by sending vibrations directly through the skull to stimulate the hair cells inside of your cochlea. Through bone conduction, we can perceive ultrasonic hearing that's beyond 20 kilohertz. Now, humans can detect ultrasound up to at least 100 kilohertz, but perception generally requires direct contact of the source with the body. The Odyssey taps into the best of both worlds with its pioneering dual conduction architecture. So a full range 5 Hz to 100 kHz frequency response is delivered via air conduction from the W9 Plus subwoofers, the balanced armatures, and the dual E-stats, while imaging, soundstage, detail retrieval, low frequency extension, and reverb are greatly enhanced from 5 Hz to 40 kHz via bone conduction from the W10. The upshot of all of this is a more immersive listening experience that you will not only hear, but feel. Yes, you will feel it. For my listening sessions, I paired the Odyssey with the new flagship Astell&Kern SP3000 DAP and a Silver Dragon cable for maximum clarity and sparkle. The SP3000 is on the analytical side with lots of energy, resolution, and phenomenal layering of sound. That pretty much describes the Odyssey. There is a fullness to the sound, along with tons of detail and layering. Imaging and separation are phenomenal. Everything coexists beautifully, from high-pitched bells to low bass guitar. With much of what I listen to, I could feel the music in my body. Not in an overpowering, bassy kind of way, but in a whole-body music experience kind of way. Mids are on the forward side, making the Odyssey great for vocals. There's a fair amount of high-end energy as well. You're going to hear it on tracks with lots of upper frequency sounds, but you're also going to feel it and sense it even when you aren't hearing it. So the Odyssey costs $33.99, the same as the Empire Ears Odin, while the Empire Ears Legend Evo costs $30.99. So how does the Odyssey compare to these other two Empire Ears IEMs? So the Legend Evo has a V-shaped, bassier sound, more akin to the Empire Ears Legend X. The sound is full-bodied and powerful. It's a warmer sound, and it's smoother than the Odyssey. There is a perceptible mid-range dip that puts vocals back a bit. Compared to the Legend Evo, the Odin has a more neutral and analytical sound with a more forward mid-range. Bass on the Odin is satisfying and highly articulate, but it's not a bassy IEM. I very much have the sense that it's giving the music body, but it's not meant to dominate. The Odyssey is more similar to the Odin when it comes to detail and resolution, but more similar to the Evo when it comes to fullness of sound and the visceral nature of it. I really do think it's the best of both worlds. Now I want to give you a tip about ear tips with the Odyssey. We recommend using silicone tips, as foam tips and deep insertion ear tips will lessen the effect of the bone conduction driver. Wide bore tips, such as the Spiral Dot from JVC, reduce the intensity of the effect while keeping the balanced sound. I would use these for long listening sessions. Narrow bore ear tips, such as the Final E and Spin Fits, are great if you want to really feel the bone conduction effect while listening. If you want to learn more about the Astell&Kern Empire Ears Odyssey or about our Dragon Cable recommendations, check out our written review linked below. If you have any questions, leave us a comment. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching.